Good to see everyone. I thought, credit to Charleston Southern. Those kids, were well prepared. Coach Nimley does a good job. They beat us on some actions that we were not prepared for. And they ran it with great pace, and they caught us on our heels a little bit and in some things. Righted the ship in the second half. Amani Hansberry was outstanding. Carter just told me coming in we had two players with double-doubles, Amani and Toby, for the first time since 23. Neo's 9 assists and some timely shots across the board. But they made 8 threes in the first half. That'll put you behind the 8 ball. Consequently, we come in up 3. They score 38 first half points, and we limit them to 3 made threes in the second half. And I thought we wore them down. They weren't nearly as comfortable in the second half, and I guess that was 30 points for them or 29 points for them in the second. We've got a long way to go. I think that much is obvious. You try to implore upon them the different speed of the game. It's a good practice team, my bunch. They want to do what you ask them to do, but you see it moving at that speed, and we'll certainly see speeds a lot quicker than that. But 11, the Blaine kid is a really good basketball player. We're going to do something different. Are you students? Are you guys students? Do we have any students in here tonight? All right, you students are first. Ask what you want to ask. I'll get to Berman and David and these other guys next. Go.
We're going to start in the back with Thomas, please.
New policy around here. Berman waits.
So, Coach, what do you think was the catalyst for the 19-point run in the second half?
Greater attention to detail, just a greater attention to playing the damn thing the way we want to play it. All right, we went under. If we went under a ball, under a handoff in the first half, they stopped behind it and nailed it. All right, that's what good players do. You can't do that. We didn't do it in the second half. We did one time and they made one, but they're nice young men. They're like little people. They don't always learn their lesson with that first whack on their backside. It takes them a little bit. We're going to get better with that.
And then what do you think allowed you to be so effective today rebounding on the glass?
We're bigger. We're bigger than they are. And we've got really good ones. Lawal jumps over the moon for some of them. Amani's got great hands and long arms. He plays a lot bigger than his 6'8" frame. Tyler Johnson's a moose, at the 3 spot. We're sliding him down to the 4 some. I think we've got the makings of a good rebounding team. That's an area that needs to continue to improve. Who's next?
Hey, Coach.
I wish I had some of that hair.
Appreciate that, Coach.
Look at mine. Look at yours. Yours is thinning too.
Was there anything specific you saw them doing in that first half that kind of allowed them to hang around?
Well, the tricky part, I take nothing away from them. The tricky part of game ones is you just don't have anything. All right, they've got a completely different roster. You can go back and watch as much film from last year as you want, but it's going to be different. So just a matter of catching up to it and having a better look at it. I want to give you the impression we made a bunch of wholesale changes at the half. We did not. Just and the 5's got the ball at the top. You want to stay in your phone booth and take a back cut through the chest, ready to chase him off of any handoffs or the action on the other side of it. Just better defensive basketball from the Hokies.
And you touched on Amani's game. Did you see it kind of improve as the game went on, and if so, how?
Yeah, we knew we thought we could get 20 catch-and-shoot threes for him, and he did make a 3 in our 2 scrimmages, and he can really shoot it. And I think he was so open a couple of times in the first half. He got back on his heels. He wasn't as comfortable. His rhythm toward the basket wasn't as good as it typically is. But he did get a couple down. I thought he made a couple of really nice balls, had a couple of really nice plays around the rim, rebounded really well as he does every day. He's really good. good players and talent takes over, and that certainly was the case with him tonight. Anybody else?
Sam and Josh.
What'd you think of how your newcomers played today?
Pretty good. Christian Gerdak kind of saved our bacon there a little bit in the first half. Thought Christian stepped to the plate and played. Dorn will be back in uniform on Saturday against the Friars. Sin Jones in limited minutes helped us. Pasha did a nice job. Jalen Bedford, huge shot over opposite our bench in the second half to take it to 11-12, I think, and he called timeout. Progress in the last 20 minutes, and progress that we'll continue to see as we go through the season. We got there, Dale Earnhardt. That's a hell of a hat to come in here to the press conference with.
You had Amani Hansberry take more threes than anybody else on the team. Is that something that you all
I'm not
could
going
have
to
expected?
discourage him. I didn't realize that. I didn't recognize that. Again, how they play their five right in the middle of the lane. Now, with a team that doesn't have a post player that can shoot it, like they do not, that can be really annoying. They catch all the back cuts and all that stuff. But with us, if you've got that, and I told him he missed a couple in the first half, said don't turn one down. I want to infuse him with that level of confidence. He's got a beautiful stroke. Again, he got a couple down, and I think, that rim looks like a bathtub to you, and he played a great second half.
You also had 9 guys play 10-plus minutes. All of them scored at least 6 points. I mean,
Yeah.
what does that say about the team, the ability to
Well,
spread the ball around?
we do have quality depth, and we're going to watch Sincere Jones continue to come on here. Christian Gerdak has gotten his feet wet, played a good ball game against Duquesne in that scrimmage. When I played him more than I intended for a couple of reasons. Amani had fouls. It's the reason I hate those games. But they're making progress. I do think that we can play 9 right now. I think as the year wears on, maybe we can get to 10. It's hard to play 11. It's just hard to play that many.
On your left, Coach Tucker.
Patrick
Tucker.
Tucker, that was close.
Coach with pretty close. Coach with Toby and Amani. What do you like about their fit next to each other in the front court?
Good. I think good. And we're still toying with some different things. Toby, I don't know if he made one tonight. Toby shot the ball well. He was 0 for 2. Toby shot the ball well in the early going. Didn't have that tonight. 3 of 9 from 3 for Amani. I think a really good 1-2 punch. I think they complement one another well. They give us some flexibility defensively. They're both really good rebounders. So I think a very nice combination from our front line. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do, Tucker. I'm not going to turn down a double-double from both of them night in, night out. Hansberry, 19 points, 13 rebounds. Toby, 20 points and 12 rebounds. Sign me up. A pretty good combination.
And Neo, he struggled to find his shot, but he really controlled the game in that second half.
Yeah, I thought he did, and he's so anxious to get going offensively. We need for him to score some, but he's such a difference maker with his passing and his playmaking. And I thought, Hokie fans saw a sample of that tonight. He can really spray the thing around, and he does some things that are quite remarkable. 9 assists, 1 turnover. That's Avdalas. He's a great one.
Got 2 quick ones in the back, then we'll come up front.
Hey, Coach, how did you like how was the physicality tonight, especially in getting?
I'm sorry, say that again.
How was the physicality tonight, especially in getting to the line?
I thought pretty good. I'll tell you what now, fellas. You watch games across the country, and I talk to friends of mine, Jake Diebler, Ohio State, others. They're calling these daggone fouls, left and right. They want to lessen that level of physicality. That will continue to wane as we go along. It typically does, but that's how the game's being called. You got to adjust to it.
And then they got ahead of you a little bit there. What was that first time out like settling your team in?
It's game one, and there are going to be other moments like that. They're all learning experiences. We weren't solving any world problems. There wasn't any yelling and screaming. What's next? What do we have to do to figure this out? And they did a nice job with that. Mark, go ahead. Mark,
We got one more in the back, then we'll come in front.
Right here, Coach. Yeah, kind of
you look good.
piggybacking-
You
thank
look good. I
thank
like a man coming in here in a coat and tie.
Kind of piggybacking off of you and Tucker. Neo obviously shot wasn't falling, but he did play professionally overseas. How is it good to have that kind of guy that's seen that professional look and, obviously 9 assists is really good. So how is it to have that guy with that kind of experience?
It's good. That game's different than ours. And I'm not saying our game's better or their game is better. The European game is different. They got really good players now, really good players and really good coaches. This is a little bit faster, I think, and certainly more physicality, just more knocking and banging. But he's smart, super smart, and he's figuring it out and coming on. I thought tonight was a great start for Neo.
Are you encouraged? Only 7 turnovers tonight for your team?
Yeah, I am. 19 assists, 7 turnovers. Those are Virginia Tech numbers. Yeah, I felt good about it, Mark. I really did. Now that'll be a big key on Saturday against Providence, who's really getting after people. We're going to have to take care of the ball.
Might tonight be a sign of things to come in terms of maybe most games this year? Perhaps Toby and Amani are your leading scorers.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Shoot's been terrific. He's been really, really good. Was good tonight. He wasn't great. 2 for 5 from 3. I can't describe to you how well he has played. Ben Hammond has been very good. We got a number of guys that can score. Good to see Tyler Johnson get a 3 down, 9 points and 6 rebounds, 3 offensive. So I think we've got a number of kids that can score. It would not surprise me in the least if we came out of the season and Toby and Amani were our 2 leading scorers 6, 7, 8 times. Wouldn't David?
Mike, you said you guys have a good practice team. I'm curious, what does that mean in terms of what allows you to do?
Just how hard they go at it and how ready they are daily. That preseason stuff, those 30 practices leading up to this game, a lesser team and an unserious team that doesn't handle day by day with the right stuff. All right, you just want to get to the season and play. You're over there knocking on each other day after day, 2.5 hours a day. But this is a good practice team. They like one another. They're competitive. They make it hard for you to do the things you want to do.
On the left, second row.
Hi, Coach. Evan Boehner from the Sons of Saturday. I'm new here. Your team shot 15.4% from 3 in the first half. What can you say about that? What kind of adjustments would you like to see?
50.4 from 3 in the first.
15.4.
I've got a good shooting team. Good to see us get it corrected here. 9 of 28 for the game, 32%. Okay. I think we're a little nervous. All right, which is hard for me to believe, but you got to understand they are young people and Hokie fans and Castle Guard up there. It's a little bit different, but we'll get settled in. Tim?
And kind of touching on that,
Please.
what did you like about tonight specifically, and then what would you like to see heading forward as you head into the season?
Much better defensively in the second half. I thought we rebounded pretty well throughout. I thought we were really good offensively. Certainly in that first 10 minutes, a 19-0 run in the second. I can't think that clearly about this one. I just want to see the process continue to evolve as we go along, and I know it will for this team.
Mike, I know with the staff changes that you had right before the season with Kevin getting the Wofford head coaching job, David Modes coming in.
What was that score tonight? Anybody know? Wofford, George Mason. Thank you.
Yeah,
I interrupted.
With that change, and I know Kevin obviously played a big role in game in terms
Yeah.
of the offense and whatnot. How is kind of things shaken up on your staff and kind of mixed into offense and in-game coaching and things like that?
I miss him. All right. He was with me a long time, as you know. But you know the mechanics of that thing. That's the coaching world, and you move along. And he had an opportunity to run his own program, and before he was offered the job, I'd made quite a few calls to friends. We got to do what's best for Virginia Tech. I was going to do what was best for him, and a school that I love greatly, but we got to take care of the Hokies, and David Motes is doing a really, really nice job. The offensive stuff has been absorbed by Chester, who's got a great feel for it. Coach Atzenhofer is responsible for the board, and that's going to continue to get better as we go along too. And I thought those two guys, I thought we had a nice level of communication over there tonight, and again that will improve.
And I know obviously there will be a lot more to prep for Providence as the week progresses
Yeah.
and they play their opener. But your first thoughts on Providence?
I don't know anything about him, Tim. I know the kid from Vanderbilt. I don't know his name yet. Number 2 that was good for them, Vandy last year, is there and is playing really good. I do know Duncan Powell from Georgia Tech, who is a good basketball player, a bit undersized, but he's a moose. And Usman, big kid in the post, is a shot blocker, lob threat, dunker. But I haven't seen any of it. All right. We can't get the Pitt game, who they scrimmaged. We can't get the Harvard game, who they scrimmaged. But we'll have Holy Cross tonight when we get back in the office, and we'll get started on that right away. Good to see everybody.
They beat Holy Cross by 10 tonight. Providence did.
Oh.